Welcome to Your Weekly Catalyst, our 5-minute weekly bonus episode to provide you with some food for thought and hopefully a boost in your life's journey today. Our full-length feature episodes go live first thing every Wednesday, and if you're a subscriber to the podcast through whatever your favorite podcast outlet is, both of these weekly episodes will auto-populate so you can listen whenever is best time for you. I'm Dr. Bradford Cooper of the Catalyst Coaching Institute, and my question for you today is, which version of yourself are you being right now? Most likely, you're a different person than you were this morning, or last night, or than you will be later today. Wait, what? A different person? What are you talking about, Cooper? Well, let's face it. While we may not be mimicking the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde extreme on a daily basis, we all tend to do a little shape-shifting throughout our day. For example, if you were to follow me around on a typical day, you might see something like this pattern. At 5 a.m., I'm typically exuberant Brad, excited about the day ahead, playing and chatting with our puppy, or heading out for a ride or a run as the sun comes up. By 7:30, I generally shift to focused Brad, diving into the day's pursuits. But then by 11:30 a.m., I'm stressed out Brad, feeling like I'm behind schedule yet again with all the things that I need to get done today. At 1:30, I'm rejuvenated Brad, after remembering to grab some lunch and spend a few minutes outside. By 3 o'clock, I might be annoyed Brad, irritated by the need to add 3 extra things I hadn't expected to have to fit into my day. At 5 o'clock, I'm second wind Brad, realizing good progress was made after all, and I've got still an hour to go to rock and roll before shutting things down for the night. At 5:57, I'm just one more thing, Brad, before Suzanne and I do shut things down for the night and enjoy our evening meal and time together. At 7:45, I'm the I need to stop checking my emails, Brad. Disappointed that I have plenty of advice for others, but frankly struggle to consistently do some of those same things in my own life. And at 9:15, I'm the I wish I could fall asleep as effectively as Susanna, Brad. You get the idea. Maybe some of these examples resonate with you, or maybe your patterns are completely different. But we all have patterns. And as we look at these patterns, it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to think of our patterns as being negative, but the reality is quite the opposite. A pattern is awesome because it generally provides a cause and effect opportunity for each of us to move toward better than yesterday. If there's no pattern, it's a lot tougher to make positive change. Take the 11:30 stressed out pattern I mentioned above for my own life. I didn't make that up. That's a real pattern I've recognized in my own life. So now what? Well, if it's something I like to see change, and folks, that's an important first question. Do I want to change it? Then the pattern, the recognition of that pattern opens the door to doing exactly that. There are dozens of variables I can adjust and then examine the new outcome. From fueling patterns to the expectations I've set for the day and everything in between, I can change one element, review the outcome, rinse, and repeat. Get the idea? What are the various versions of you that appear throughout your day? Is there a version of you that you'd like to tweak a little bit? No problem. Take one of the consistent patterns and then begin to gradually modify the variables one at a time. Then review, rinse, and repeat until you generate the outcome that you're targeting. Obviously, the external variables in our lives are also constantly changing at the same time, so we'll never fully arrive. However, it's a process we can revisit anytime we'd like to make further modifications as we move through our lives. It also reminds us that the person I'm being in this moment is a choice, influenced in great part by the things we can influence, if we choose to do so. Thank you for joining us for this week's 5-Minute Catalyst. This week's feature episode welcomes Bruce Feiler, the author of 6 consecutive best-selling books and the inspiration behind NBC's television show, A Council of Dads. His latest book, Life is in the Transitions, Mastering Change at Any Age, is an outstanding read, and we take a deep dive into the role transitions play in our lives and how to thrive through those transitions in our conversation. And if you haven't yet checked out the YouTube coaching channel at youtube.com/coaching channel, we recently taped a series of brief videos talking about the journey and what it's like to be coached through a specific transition in your life. As always, feel free to reach out to us, results@catalystcoachinginstitute.com with any questions, or you can access a multitude of resources at catalystcoachinginstitute.com anytime. This is Dr. Bradford Cooper, the Catalyst Coaching Institute, signing off. I look forward to speaking with you later this week on the next episode of the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance Coaching Podcast, or on the new YouTube coaching channel.